Okay, so as most of you know, I hope by now, I interviewed One Direction and I'm still processing it, and I just need to share the experience with all of you. So right now I have my behind the scenes, top secret, what was it like to breathe the same air as One Direction reaction right now exclusively for all of you.
Okay, thank you.
My favorite side is my legs, rather.
So I wake up in the morning. It's the day I'm going to meet One Direction. I go and have breakfast with Tyler Oakley, who is also there to interview them, and he has made them these gorgeous flower crowns that he's going to gift to the band. They are beautiful. It is a really special moment in internet history. Please, please do yourself a favor and go watch his interview on his channel. It's amazing. And then we have to get in a car and go to the hotel where the band is waiting for us. We open the doors, and all of you amazing fangirls are outside. You're super stoked. There's all this energy, and I'm like, whoa, this is real. This is happening. I'm about to meet the biggest boy band in the world. So I walk in, they like announce me, which was all very dramatic.
This is Rebecca Fruit from Popsugar. You have
Rebecca Fruit.
And I roll in, and Harry Styles stands up to receive me and hugs me. I hugged him. I wrapped my arms around him, and I think he smelled like newborn unicorns, and I heard wolves howling in the distance, and the whole thing was magic. And then Niall starts singing.
Pop sugar, sugar, pop, pop. Pop sugar, sugar, pop, pop. Pop sugar, sugar, pop, pop.
And Liam is so sweet. He's trying to like tell me that he likes my trainers.
Popsugar, you have
Rebecca Fruit.
Great choice of trainers.
Okay,
thank you.
My favorite side is my legs, rather.
And I'm like, what are trainers? Sneakers. It's One Direction for sneakers. And all the while, I would like to just point out, I'm curtsying. I am curtsying to them like they're the royal family, because let's be real. I mean, they basically are. So I'm the whole thing. I'm just trying to like, let me just be professional here. Let me take this in, let me sit down. But they're all talking a mile a minute, and I'm like, yo, talk is like clock is ticking. I gotta get real with these boys. So I call them to quorum.
My favorite side is my legs, rather.
Quorum. That's what you say at like a town hall meeting. This is exclusive, just to you guys. Popsugar Girls Guide, just for you. Check out what the boys have to say.
You are going to
Decora.
switch hairstyles with anyone in the band. Who would you switch with?
I'm gonna take Zayn's because it's the shortest.
Liam's the easiest to do, and he just throws a hat on every now and then.
Okay.
So now that looks easy to do to me.
Harry,
Harry's
opinions?
quite easy to do too. They just go.
To be fair, I had
Fans.
something close to Harry's once, so I'm gonna go for Harry's just to have a go with it again.
All right,
Takes
I like
a while
it.
to get there, so be able to switch that instantly would be quite nice.
Groundbreaking stuff. So I've had to watch the video like 17,000 times since, and I've picked out some little tidbits that you might have missed at home, although you probably haven't because I know all of you were on point. Oh, when I asked them about the Spice Girls, it was perfect because they all just aligned with the personalities that I knew they would.
Who's Baby Spice?
Niall.
Me?
And I love that Zayn is like kind of quiet this whole time.
Yeah,
And then
Scary. Did we do Scary?
so that's just amazing. I mean, let's just imagine them for a minute as Spice Girls. Let's just take a moment.
Yo, tell me what I want.
All right, and then the next question I asked was real doozy. I was pretty excited about this one. I talked to Niall about this naked recording that he does. We get to see a little bit of it in the documentary.
Yeah.
His eyes sweat.
I don't know if you guys caught this, but at one point when I first asked the question, Louis, under his breath, kind of says to Niall something very cheeky. Check it out.
Was that only you? Did anyone join in? Really?
I mean, you proper knobber, proper knobber, proper knobber.
That was some more British slang, and I'll let you guys figure out what he was talking about, but let me just say, things got a little spicy in there. You know what I'm saying? And then we launch into my favorite part of the interview, this game. It was like my 1D yearbook, most likely to superlatives vision, and it totally happened the way I wanted it to. I had to tell them not to talk, because we all know if I'd let them, it would have just been chaos. Like, we could have never have gone through as many as I did. So then the pointing starts happening, and I love at the beginning how they all like shush each other. It's so cute. And Harry is literally like, should I close my eyes?
Should we
Point to the
close our
person.
eyes and point?
And I'm like, do you. Whatever you need to do, by all means. And the first question I ask is most likely to Google himself, and they all just stare. They don't know. I don't know if they just don't want to like call anybody out or they really didn't understand the game at that point, but it's pretty adorable watching them all just sit there in silence, which is probably the first time they've been in silence for, I don't know, their entire lives. is Zayn, like I said, has been pretty quiet through the interview.
Most likely to forget lyrics.
I did forget him the other day, but it was the first time I've ever done it.
What? Are we breaking the rules, Zayn?
So another thing that stood out, of course, is when I say most likely to do something unexpected on stage, they all point at Louis, and Louis points at God. Thank you for getting real. Louis just like, let me tell you how this really is. And here is a moment that I was really hoping would happen, and it happened perfectly. When I said most likely to have a song written about him, they all pointed at Harry. And we all know that this was basically like saying most likely to have Taylor Swift blow up your spot in her next single. And the look on Harry's face
Most likely.
it's priceless. Like, I would pay all the money, all the things I own for that look alone. And then finally, my piece de resistance. This is the question I asked for all of you out there. Most likely to date a fan. Who is it? Okay, so most of them, they all kind of just point at Niall, and Niall's like, yeah. But if you pay attention, Harry points at himself. He basically points at himself because he's like, yeah, if I'm honest, that's probably me. And I just love the authenticity of this reaction. And aren't we all just a little excited about this news? This is huge news. Niall and Harry, guys, I'm just saying, you should probably focus your efforts. Band together, figure it out, get creative. It could be you. It could be you. Ooh, and I almost forgot, this is so good, you guys, really, I am so excited to share this with you. There is a little snippet at the beginning where I haven't come in yet, they haven't announced me yet, and the boys are just like goofing around, so we have this like snapshot of what it's like when the guys are just on their own. I mean, this is kind of like a little bit of This Is Us. This is our documentary footage. And Niall and Harry are like on their phones.
Thank you.
But then Louis launches into a little ditty. You gotta hear for yourself. Here, please.
Look who's texting me. I'm a bad man. What's my name? Niall. Pulling out this bird.
This is Rebecca from Popsugar.
So there you have it. Boys being boys. They just happen to be the most famous boys in the world. All right, let me know what your favorite part of the interview was in the comments below, and if you found any interesting tidbits that we should laser in, I want to know, so throw them in there. Thank you so much for watching. You were an inspiration throughout this entire process. Love you lots, and I'll see you next time.